Okay, hi guys, good evening. So, myself Ram, so I'm your trainer. So, let me give me a quick introduction about myself. So, I'm based out of Bangalore. Right now, I'm into working as a product owner. I'm into a product space. So, I've started my career as a business analyst, then moved to Scrum Master, then worked as a project manager for a couple of projects. Then, right now, I'm into product and I'm taking care of a product which is related to ESG domain. So overall, I have around 10 plus years of experience into IT and in this product management and business analyst from master roles. Overall, my experience is into. I have also worked in multiple domains like retail, banking, healthcare, and also right now I'm working in ESG domain space, which is a new domain and which is trending right now. So that's it about myself. So what I'll do today I'll just give you an overview about the role of business analyst and what exactly business analyst does, and then how important is the role of business analyst. That is what we will be discussing. Okay, so that's the agenda of the day. And once the session is done, I'll also share you the recordings accordingly. Okay. Now let me share my screen quickly. So before I start, do you have any idea about the business analyst on a high level? Anything which you know? So let's keep this session more and more interactive, so that if you have any questions, you can ask, and then I'll also understand that you're listening to it. So do you have any idea about the role of business analyst? Okay. You can use the chat bots if you don't want to speak. You can use the chat bots and you can basically type your answers, queries, so that the session, let's keep that interactive. And also, I want your input while we are doing some practical work over here. So be interactive, guys. That's what I expect. And that is what at least minimum expectation from a business analyst. Okay. So let me just start uh, quickly then. So understand the role of business analyst. Okay. Now let's take, for example, we have, let's take, you wanted to basically construct a house. Now, when you wanted to construct a house, let's take, I am your contractor. Now, what is the thing you will say? Now you will say you have a land and you are planning to construct a house. Now, will I start constructing the house or do I need to verify few details before I start with the construction?
We have to
You
verify
need
with
to
the
verify,
requirement.
and you need to check what are the requirements,
Right.
what
I
is
need,
required.
yes, what is required? I need to basically, you told a good important point, requirement. I need to understand the requirement before I start with the construction. So what kind of questions I should ask? What kind of details I need to take?
Like which type of house they need, and then how much square feet,
Hmm.
like the basic requirements.
I basically
And
require.
also the budget plan.
Hmm. Okay. So I should basically take down these details like square feet, budgeting, kind of house, correct? Then
Interior,
kind of interiors. Then what else you are getting in your mind? Usage, kind of usage. Is it for self or is it for basically any commercial
residency,
purpose, right? So before you basically build a house, you need to get these details. Now, think from a client point of view. Okay, think from client point of view. Now you are basically wants you want to build a house, right? When you are building a house, all these details are to be discussed and finalized before we start the construction. Correct? Agreed?
Yes.
Now, who will
Yes.
do the construction? Your plumbers, your electricians, and your construction workers, they do the constructions. Will you be communicating with them about these details? Will you be communicating with the carpenters? What do you
Yes.
want?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
will you basically have a middleman like a construction supervisor whom you will discuss all these things? మనం ఎవరితో డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా వెళ్ళి యూ విల్ నాట్ డిస్కస్ విత్ ద మేస్త్రి రైట్ హూ డూ దస్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ హౌస్ యూ ఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫర్ అండ్ ఆల్ మీరు ఎవరితో డిస్కస్ చేస్తారు యూ విల్ డిస్కస్ విత్ ఎ పర్సన్ హూ ఈస్ ఎ మిడిల్ మ్యాన్ హూ టేక్స్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎంటైర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ రైట్ హూ ఈస్ గివింగ్ యూ ద ఐడియాస్ ఇంటీరియర్ నాకు ఎట్లా కావాలి అంటే ఓకే వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటీరియర్ యూ ఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫర్ డూ యూ వాంట్ దిస్ డూ యూ వాంట్ దట్ అండ్ ఆల్ రైట్ సో similarly, now let's take one example. Now you wanted to build a web
Yes.
application. Let's take a client. Let's take a client. Let's take HDFC Bank. Okay. Now HDFC Bank basically wants to build a internet application, internet banking application. Now they have approached, let's take Accenture to build it. Now Accenture team has your developers, they have QAs, they have DevOps, right? They have technical architect. Now, the client HDFC Bank, from HDFC Bank, we have stakeholders or clients, we call it as stakeholders, subject matter experts. Now, these people, what they will say? They'll say that I would require an internet banking application where the customers will log in into the application and do the necessary transactions like transferring the fund, adding the funds, checking banking, checking their statements, downloading the statements. Like these functionalities we want to build. Now, directly can they speak to developers and QAs? Who will build the application? Developers will build the application. Will they be able to do it? No, right? They cannot do it, right?
Yes.
Correct? They'll not be able to understand also. For example, um, I wanted to download the statement. Let's say client tells you one functionality that they wanted to download the statement. Now, once they are saying about this downloading the statements, if it is not happening, I mean, how it should happen and all developers doesn't know any idea. What is customer ID? Developers don't know. Now, to handle this requirement, there should be a middleman. That middleman is called as business analyst. So now business analyst, what exactly business analyst does? Business analyst basically understands the requirements from the stakeholders. Business analyst basically understands the requirements from the stakeholders. Business analyst basically gather the requirements. So what does business analyst do? Business analyst first understand the requirement, and once they understand the requirement, for example, now let's take they are asking us to build a web application, internet banking application. So now this internet banking application, now business analyst is there. Now as a business analyst, what is my first priority? To get clarity about the requirement. See, it's very simple. Now they have basically asked me to build a web application. Now can I assume the things and start building web application? I should get clarity,
No.
right? Who is the, I mean, for
Yes.
example, if you say internet banking, if you are registering internet banking, I should basically ask how the internet banking page should come. Like everyone will be allowed or a user should be able to register. Correct? User who is already in the HDFC bank account user should be registered. So how do the user identifies? How do the user gets identified? What is the transactions that they can do? What is the flow? Yes or no? So these kinds of detail I should be able to basically first confirm, right? So here we have the stakeholders, we have our technical team. So this middleman is your business analyst. So what business analyst does, business analyst gathers the requirement, understands the requirement, clarify the requirement, then document the requirement. So now stakeholders knows the business, how business work. Your developers, your team, your technical team knows how to basically write the coding, testing, and everything. This business analyst will be acting as a middleman between the stakeholders and your technical team. Business analyst should understand the business as well as he or she should be able to communicate with the technical team. Now, you have this particular internet banking application. Now they will give you one line item. I want to build an internet banking application. Now it is the responsibility of business analyst to give more and more clarity about the requirement. Suppose now they want, the requirement to build a web application. Now in this web application, what are the features required? Then they will start telling, okay, we would require a login. We would require a registration page. We would require fund transfer option, right? Then we would require a statement download option. We would require the user should be able to check their balance, account balance. The user should be able to manage their beneficiaries and transfer the funds, right? So these kind of detailed features will be gathered by business analyst. Then once these features are gathered by business analyst, the business analyst, what does he do? He document the requirement. For example, let's take we have agreed to construct a house, a 3 BHK flat or something, or 3 BHK villa. Now after the construction, you are telling that I have expected 4 BHK, not 3 BHK. Now whose mistake it is if we don't document it? It is the mistake of the construction person only. So to avoid this sort of uncertainties, to avoid this sort of issues, what business analyst does, business analyst documents the requirements. So for documenting the requirements, we use certain documentations like BRDs, FRDs, SRS, user stories, epics, and then we create some wireframes, everything. We do this sort of documentation. So once the documentation is done, now if you give this document to developer, will they be able to develop it? If I give you the document, will they be able to develop it? No, they'll not be able to develop it. So what business analyst does, business analyst communicate this to tech team. And then your dev team will start developing it. Now, for instance, now your technical team is developing the requirements. Now, if they have any issues, will they speak to the client? Will they speak to the client from HDFC Bank? Will they ask business analyst?
They'll ask the business analyst.
They'll ask the business analyst. Then what business analyst does? Business analyst will basically confirm those requirements and they take it forward. So here, business analyst is a person who not only gathers the requirements, who also act as a solution provider. Now, the clients will come up with saying that they are facing some issues. They wanted to make their product digitalization. For example, let's take a company is basically facing, they are taking few things offline. They are not able to handle the things offline. Now they wanted to make the entire process into digital way. For example, let's take a company. Let's take a company called XYZ company. They are having employees. Now what they are doing, they are managing the employee in time and out time using their Excel sheets or using some data module. They are basically capturing the data using Excel sheets. Now, when the payroll is coming, when they're doing the payroll, it is very difficult for them to see how many people have worked for how many hours and then to proceed the payroll. Now, what is happening now? They have approached business analyst, a company. Then business analyst will understand the problem statement and try to provide some solution for it, like making digitalization or creating an application where they log in and where they check in and check out. So these kinds of solution provided business analyst does. So business analyst will not only just gather the requirement, capture the requirement and document the requirement, but also business analyst provide solution to a problem statement. So again, it depends on the level of expertise business analyst is having. If he is a junior BA and all, these kinds of solutions, problem statements will not be coming. If business analyst having some experience, some years of expertise, then they'll be facing this sort of issue, this sort of challenges. So on a high level, business analysts act as a bridge between your tech team. Okay, business analysts act as a bridge between your tech team, and business analyst will basically understands the requirement, understand the requirements from business team or business, and then they basically identify the solutions and get it done from your engineering team. This is a high level role of business analyst. So BA acts as a bridge between your tech team and your business team. Okay, so this is a high level role of business analyst. So now let's take, you wanted to basically understand a particular requirement. One second, guys. Yeah, you wanted to basically, once you get a requirement is always a one liner. They will not give you a clear requirement. Requirement is always a one liner. I want this, I want that. That is how your requirement comes. Now it is the responsibility of business analyst to enhance the requirement. Okay, now for example, let's take, now we wanted to develop a application, or the client wants to develop an application similar to Swiggy. Name it as instant delivery. Application name, they want to keep it as instant delivery app. So they wanted to deliver food from restaurants to customer place. Okay. Now, when this is the requirement you got, now leave business analyst, leave anything. As a common man, what kind of questions you will ask from the client? Just type it in the chat box. What kind of questions you will ask? What kind of details you want to onboard a restaurant? Swiggy, what Swiggy does? Swiggy basically onboards the restaurants, and as a customers, we just go to the particular restaurant and see the menu and then order it, and then Swiggy will get the order. Swiggy assigns a delivery partner. The delivery partner will go to the restaurant and picks up the order and deliver to our place. Right? So now a similar application, our client, let's take instant delivery application, they have asked us to develop. Now, will you assume the things and start developing it, or will you get more clarity on the requirement and then you start developing it as a tech team point of view?
Gets more clarity, sir,
So you get more
and
clarity.
start.
So what kind of questions we will ask, or what kind of questions you will ask? Think I am a client, and what kind of questions you're gonna ask me?
Like the basic point is requirements, like the home page, like how it looks like UI session.
Home page. Then,
UI UX.
okay, next. So I would say these two things are wrong. Why? Because if I know this, okay, if I know this, why would I require a business analyst? I will directly go to the developer, no? Correct? So first, while onboarding a restaurant, I'll tell you, when onboarding a restaurant, what are the fields you would require? Correct? This is the question as a business analyst we should ask, because think you are onboarding a restaurant in the application, right? Or else your restaurant person will download the application. Let's take instant delivery restaurant and application. Now they wanted to onboard their restaurant into our into our application, into our services, right? Now, when they wanted to onboard with us, what are the details we would require? That you should ask. Correct? Agreed? ఇప్పుడు ఒక రెస్టారెంట్ వాళ్ళు మన యాప్లో కనిపించాలంటే మనం ఆన్బోర్డ్ చేయాలి కదా రెస్టారెంట్ని. ఆ రెస్టారెంట్ వాళ్ళు ఆన్బోర్డ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏం డీటెయిల్స్ కావాలి, ఏం డీటెయిల్స్ కనిపించాలి, అలాంటివి అడగాలి. ఫ్లో ఎలా ఉంటుంది, మీకేం డీటెయిల్స్ కావాలి. అప్పుడు దెన్ వాట్ వీ విల్ డూ, వీ విల్ సజెస్ట్ దెమ్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ హోమ్ పేజ్ యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్, how the user interface should be there, how the user experience will be there. We will show them some ideas, we will give them some ideas. Think, if you don't understand, for example, you came to me for constructing a house, then I have asked you what is the land size. If I don't know the land size, will I be able to give you a solution?
No, sir.
Then if I don't understand your usage, are you using for self, are you using for commercial? If it is for self, how many people you are looking, how many people you are staying as a family, is it a joint family or is it a nuclear family, or what kind of interest you want, I mean, like, do you want a swimming pool setup, do you want parking inside, do you want to keep any solar, in future, right? What kind of interiors you are expecting? Is it modern, is it aesthetic, do you want heavy work, right? What kind of elevation you want, do you want how many facing, I mean, how many doors you want for your phrasing, do you want for two directions, do you want for single direction, right? What is the hall you're expecting? So these kind of details, if I don't get it from you, these kind of questions, if I don't raise, you will not answer. If you don't answer, how many times I give you I show you the designs or anything also, you will not like it. Agreed? Make sense?
Yes.
Right? So you need to think as a layman only. When you are gathering the requirements, you should always think as a layman. You should always try to speak in business language, because you are not speaking with the tech team to speak about user interface, user experience and all. This is very basic. So you wanted to onboard a restaurant, simple. So while onboarding the restaurant, what details you want us to capture? Do you want to capture the name of the restaurant, right? Do you want to capture the menu? Do you want to capture the GST? Do you wanted to capture the admin? Do you wanted to see pricing? What kind of offers you are giving? What is the minimum delivery order? So if we have these, do you want these details or not? You should ask what details you need to capture while onboarding the restaurant. Then they will say from client side, these details we want. Then you will capture it in the required documents. Then this document, whatever the document you prepare, BRD, FRD, SRS, this document will go to your tech team for development. And you will explain it to the tech team that we have basically received a client project where we need to build a mobile application which is called as instant delivery. So they work like this. These are their requirements. Karke. You basically explain it to your tech team. So that is how the role of business analyst plays in between the tech team and business team. That is the role of business analyst. So here, very simple. Your work is to gather the requirement, capture the requirement, document the requirement. Any doubts till now? Are we assigned? Are we aligned?
Yes.
right? Okay, okay. So let me just quickly, okay, let's do a small, small activity here. You know, hospitals, everyone knows that, right? Now, hospital, XYZ hospital basically wants to build a doctor registration portal. Doctor registration portal. So, how many of you visited Practo? Practo application. Do you know Practo? So Practo, what you can do, you can basically go and select the doctor from your location, and then you can basically see and then consult the doctor, and you can schedule an instant video consultation, right? Similarly, there is an hospital called XYZ. For example, I'll take Spurs Hospital. So if you see Spurs Hospital, what you can do, you can basically find a doctor. You can go and you can find a doctor. You can select it. For example, you wanted to select for dermatology, right? And dermatology, and you can basically search. Okay, now you got the doctor. So, so the doctor's profiles are displayed over here, and the patients can check, come and then check, and then they can check their years of expertise, whatever it is, and then they can book the appointment with a particular doctor. Correct? So similarly, XYZ hospital also wants to build a doctor registration portal. This is the requirement. So now think as a business analyst point of view. What are the details? Take 2-3 minutes of time and then put your questions in the chat box. Then I will answer your queries. I am your client and I want to build a doctor registration portal for my hospital. Now, as a business analyst, you please think through it. What are the details you want to build this application, and then post your queries in the chat box. I'll respond to that. Let's do that. I am expecting at least 2 questions from each one of you. Guys, any doubts in the requirement? Did you get it? What I'm asking?
Yes. Got it.
So you can use the chat bots and then you can post your queries.
My chat is actually disabled. I don't know if it's for everyone or it's just me.
So did you log in from
Yeah, I did log in from Zoom actually.
Zoom application?
Oh yeah, I can see it now. I can see it
Okay.
now.
Okay. Yes, Roshni, you can tell me. You have raised your hand. Please tell me.
Sir, actually, I'm able to do it in the chat box, sir.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my
please.
chat box is disabled.
No, it should be enabled for everyone.
So when I opening the chat, it's showing like it's loading, but I can't see the chat box there.
Okay, you can tell me your questions. I will write it down then.
Sure.
Yeah.
So can I say the primary purpose of the doctor registration portal?
What do you want to ask? Just tell that. I'll
The
just
primary, like primary purpose, like whether when the users,
primary
how can
purpose of doctor
mm,
registration portal, correct?
yes, sir.
Next.
Medical registration number.
Medical registration number, what it is?
Uh, like who is using the portal?
1 second. Who uses the portal, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
Also a login page for the patients, like whoever is trying to register.
No, our scope is hospital wants
Okay.
to build a doctor registration portal.
Okay.
That means the doctor should go to the page, I mean the portal, whatever it is, and then
Okay.
they have to register themselves.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
We want to show disease names,
Okay.
diagnosis date, severe. I guess Avinash, I have answered this query now.
Like approval process.
Oh, very good. What is the approval process for after doctor registered in the portal? Correct? Valid
Yes.
question.
Verification required approval or
Yes,
manual
yes.
approval.
I have got your point. I got your point.
Yeah.
Valid question.
Thank
Will the doctor have login page? Yes. Once. Okay, I'll answer everything once. Will the doctor have login page?
Like sir, will doctors receive the registration confirmation emails?
Yeah. Will doctor receive
The
email
confirmation emails, whether
confirmation
yes,
of,
email or
uh,
SMS, whether he
after
done or not.
approval?
He or mm.
Okay. Do you provide online consultation? Okay. Online consultation references by doctor. Okay. Any other queries? Think for 2-3 minutes.
What reports does the hospital need?
What reports? That's the hospital. Exactly. I mean, can you be more elaborate?
Let me think.
What patient information should be displayed? So here we are not speaking about patient information for now. Our scope is registration portal. Divya, any other questions? Roshni,
Sir.
any other questions do you have?
No, sir, no.
Okay. Maruti?
No, sir.
Okay. Avinash?
No, sir.
Okay. So what I'll start answering one by one. So who can use the portal? See, anyone can use the portal. For example, now this hospital wants to build a doctor registration portal. Now, Flipkart, can I go and register in the Flipkart website? Registration. Can I do that?
No.
Can you do that? Anyone
No,
can
sir.
do it, right? So this portal can be accessible by anyone. Anyone can come and can register as a doctor. You're getting my point? I cannot block it. I don't want this only. How I can basically keep a restriction? I want doctors to come and register into the portal. For example, if you see hospitals and all, they can come and they can register into the Practo website. You're understanding, right? Who can use the portal? Anyone can use it. Anyone can register. Any user can register. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Right? Target audience, it is mainly for doctors. Primary purpose of doctor registration portal to onboard the doctors. Doctor, instead of me speaking to the doctors, taking their details, the admin and all, doctors will give all the information. Right? Medical registration number. I didn't understand this. Maruti, if you can give more information about it.
Okay, sir.
I mean, నీకు ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటే యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ లైక్ వాట్ ఏంటి మెడికల్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ నెంబర్ అని అన్నావు కదా ఏంటిది
అంటే లైక్ అది మనం అటెండ్ అయినప్పుడు ఏదన్నా రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ నెంబర్ ఉంటది కదా, లైక్
ఏం అటెండ్ అయినప్పుడు డాక్టర్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ నెంబర్ అని అడిగింది
అవునవును.
సో అది ఎప్పుడు అడగాలి థింక్ చేయాలి
Yeah.
ఓకే సో
Okay.
ఫీచర్స్ దట్ డాక్టర్ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు యాక్సెస్ ఫర్ నౌ అవర్ స్కోప్ ఈస్ టు create registration portal and doctors can see whether their profile is accepted or not. Once it is accepted, they should be able to see the appointments if any patients has booked it. Who uses the portal? As I told you, doctor uses the portal. What is the approval process after doctor registration registered in the portal? Very good question. For example, let's take I am a doctor and I have registered it. Okay. Then if I don't have any approval process, that is okay. Okay. Now let's take Maruti. Maruti is not a doctor, but simply he registered it. He created an ID. But if we don't have any approval mechanism in place, these kind of scenarios will happen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct. If we don't have any approval process in place, these kind of scenarios will come. Correct. So
Yes, sir.
Once a doctor registered in the web application, so this his or her profile, once doctor registers in the portal, will go to particular department head for review. Then once department head approves, then it will be available in the listing page. So department head is your checker here. So then doctor will receive email confirmation once the profile is approved, that your profile is approved. Understood this? Avinash, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So will the doctor have login page? Yes, doctor will have login page after the profile approval. Will doctor yes. Online consultation is preferred by doctor. Yes or yes. Doctor can select select this option while doing registration. What patient information should be displayed? Right now, we cannot show anything. This is out of scope. Now you have asked these questions, no? One important questions you guys missed. What is it? Very important question you just missed. We are speaking about doctor registration, correct? What details we will capture during doctor registration? We didn't ask this, correct? That is missed now. Now we are speaking about doctor registration. What happens once the doctor is registered? But what details will capture while doctor is getting registered? Did we ask this? No, you got it right, guys. You understood?
Yes, sir. Like their specifications, right? Specializations,
Yes,
sorry.
there's no first name of the doctor. Now
Yeah.
you're
After
registering,
that,
you're
specialization.
creating an account or you're registering something. First thing is name, first name, last name. So that is
Yes,
missed.
yes.
So what details should we capture about the doctor in registration form? This should be your first question. First name, like last name, contact number, date of birth, profile picture, highest qualification,
Address.
yeah, address, then experience,
The specialization.
specialization, what is the fee they wanted to charge, right? So these kind of details we would require the doctor should provide when he or she is doing registering into the portal. Once they register into the portal, what happens then? This profile will go to the department head. Department head will verify the details. Now here they can add their, we can take their medical registration number so that to validate whether they are genuine doctor or not. Maruti, did you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So once this registration happens, then the doctor department head will receive the credentials, the doctor details, then they will review it. Once they review it, if they feel this doctor we can onboard to our hospital, they will approve the profile. If they don't see it, if they don't like it, they will reject the profile. This is the simple flow. Once they approve it, what happens? The doctor will receive an email confirmation saying that your profile is approved and something like that.
So
Okay.
medical license certificate is also valid, sir.
Medical, yeah, anything you want, whatever the details you want. So this is like a prototype we are discussing, right? What
Yeah.
exactly you want, you can capture it. You can ask them, do you want this or do you want registration number? How are you
Yeah.
validating the registration number? Correct. So then you will clearly, I will tell you some scenarios. Okay. Now you are basically registering into a website. Okay. You are basically registering into the website. If you register with the same email, here we didn't capture email ID and we are discussing about email ID email communication. Okay. When I have discussed, I have already let's take ram@oakmail.com. I have registered into the website as Ram. Now I am creating one more profile as Sham with the same email ID. Will I be able to register it?
No,
Why?
it, it says that you have already used the mail ID.
Then who specifies this condition? As a business analyst, we specify these conditions. We write these conditions in the documentation. You're getting my point, no? How users basically
Okay.
should come, how the users should register, what is the flow, everything we will decide. We will write it. We will capture it in the document. Okay. Now also you have asked, someone has what are the features? Okay. I can write like this. Assign patient details. Okay. Next. Lab reports. Appointment. Doctor should be setting the appointment availability when the doctor is available. Correct? If you are a doctor, you should be able to set, right? When do you want to see the patient? Do you want to see the patient in morning? Do you want to see the patient in between these times? And all? You are not available 24/7 now. You should be able to select the appointment also. What time you want? Preferred date and time. Like, you're getting my point, no? Understanding, guys?
Yes.
For example, let me go back. Let's take general physician. So if you see general physician, you will basically see the availability. I mean, you can try it, you can go and try it, you will get an idea. You can see the available time. So that point of time only, you can have a discussion with the doctor. So the doctor should be able to set their appointment, viewing the appointments, then chat with patients, right? Prescriptions, they should be able to generate, order labs, order medicines. I mean, previous history of patients, if any. So these are all the features which we wanted to build. But for now, what are we doing? Our scope is to first create the registration feature, registration portal. Then we will discuss about everything, all these things. You understood, guys? You understood? So what did we do? What did you guys do? You guys did requirement gathering. Simple. This is how requirement gathering will happen. You guys did requirement gathering now. So you answered, you got the responses. Now you will prepare it in the documents like BRDs, FRD, SRS, user stories, epics. So these kind of documentations as a business analyst we will provide. Is it complex? Is it complicated? If you know the flow properly, is it tough?
No.
No, right? It is easy. It is easy if you understand the business flow. So that is why what you will do, with whom you will discuss everything, the business flow and all, with the client. So they will help you to understand how business works. Then you will understand, ask queries and finalize the requirements. Now you will explain everything to your tech team. Okay. So I'll just tell you how do you do. For example, we know a requirement. Provider or doctor should be able to register in the portal. This is your requirement, one requirement, correct? We will call it as registration module. So what is the users? There is something called user story, which I have wrote. This is a part of documentation. So what is user story? User story is nothing but simple description of a requirement from user's perspective. From user's perspective. So here, user means the person who will be using the application. So here, who is the user? In the application which we are building, who is the user?
Doctor.
Perfect. Doctor is the user. Okay. So if you are using Flipkart, you are using in a customer point of view, correct? You are a customer of Flipkart. So there we will consider a customer. Now here the user is doctor. So we have a specific format where we write the user story. So the format is, as a user, I want to show that. Okay. So now as a user means, who is the user here?
The doctor.
Doctor. As a doctor, what doctor wants to do? Doctor is performing an action. I want to perform, and what doctor wants to do? So that benefit to the user. Now what doctor wants to do here?
He
Doctor
wants
wants
to
to register in the
register in the portal.
portal by filling the required details so that I can access the healthcare application and see the patients. This is part of your user story. This is part one. After that, you will write, there is something called acceptance criteria where you write the conditions, like duplicate email is not allowed. Correct? Duplicate email is not allowed, no? Then
Yes.
duplicate mobile number is not allowed. All those conditions you will write. That is nothing but your documentation, user story. We call it as user story. User story is nothing but this is a requirement. That requirement we are specifying from the user's point of view in simple English. Is this stuff? Similarly, now you guys tell me for login. Doctor should log in, that is a requirement. Now you tell me what I should write. As a doctor, I want to
Like he wants to put his details, his first name, last
log
name.
in into application. No,
Yeah.
I'm asking per login functionality. Login is a functionality,
Okay.
correct?
Got
So
it.
for login, we should write a user story. How do you write a user story for login? I want to log in
Mhm.
using what details you will give while logging in? I mean,
Email
Email or
ID and
phone
the
number,
password.
password,
email ID, password, or
phone number.
registration number, phone number, anything it can be. Using these details so that what is the benefit you will get after? So that
He can see the patient
I
appointments,
can
like
I can access the application. Simple.
access the patients.
Application or portal, whatever it is.
Mm.
That's it. Then you will write in acceptance criteria, you will write, for example, email ID, wrong password is entered. Then some wrong password entered. Then it should show incorrect credentials, correct?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
all these validations, you will write it. Okay. Similarly, for logout, you tell me the user story. As a doctor, I want to లాగౌట్ ఎలా చేస్తారు అప్లికేషన్లో? I want to log out in application by clicking on
Home page.
logout button.
Logout button.
Logout button so that I will be out of navigated
Application.
to home page. That's it. So is this difficult to write the documentation if you know the requirement? The critical part is gathering the requirement. You need to think always from user's perspective. That is the key. Always you need to think from user's perspective. If you are in doctor's place, how will you access the applications? Like this you need to think. Then you'll be able to gather the requirements clearly. And then if you have the requirements clearly, you can easily document it. Understood, guys? Understood? Is it clear? Do you have any doubts till
Yes, sir.
now?
Yes.
Is
No.
it clear? Okay. So this is the basic, I mean, this is the role of business analyst on a higher level. Let's continue tomorrow. We'll understand more about STLCs. We'll understand AI, how AI is implemented and all, how the role of business analyst evolved. Everything we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Any doubts in today's session? Is it clear?
Sir.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Okay. Done. So what I'll do, allow me some time. I'll share you the recording and you'll also get the drive access and all. So, and then the running notes also we'll be sharing it to you and we will discuss further. Okay. Okay.
So tomorrow,
Same
I
time.
have a doubt.
One
Thank
So
you,
second.
sir.
will you,
Yeah.
yeah, we should